another great guest on the pod today is Chase Paterson, who's playing Jersey flag at the Bulldogs at the moment. Chase, how are you, brother?
Good, mate. How are you?
Very well, very well. Now, I know you know this bloke pretty well from back
Yeah.
in the day. So I suppose, when did you first cross paths with Sambo here?
Well, we would have been. I used to go to Unity College, probably. Oh God, I don't even know how long ago that was now, but probably about when I was in grade 7 or 8. He started coaching or helping out a little bit at the school there. So I met Sam there, and then ever since just been doing a fair bit of stuff with him.
Yeah, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Hey?
Yeah, it's been a long time now. I think about it. Yeah.
Mate, I guess I'll probably start as well, I guess. So when did you start playing a bit of footy, mate?
Well, I started ever since I was a young fella. Like my old man played a lot of footy, so it's always been in our family sort of thing. But probably started when I was about 6 years old, and then played for a couple of years. Actually took a year off, played some basketball for a year, and then after that, been playing ever since.
And junior footy down, whereabouts were you playing?
Caloundra Sharks, yeah. So I grew up there my whole life, played junior and senior footy there.
And I hear a lot of things about the Sunny Coast comps quite strong. How did you find it going through?
Yeah, it was good. It was good growing up. Like, yeah, Falcons and things like that are quite strong. Yeah, the local league's gotten a lot better too over the past few years, I reckon. There's been a big push for it, so yeah, it was pretty good.
I guess you bring up your dad's name there, mate. Did he have a big influence on you growing up as a young fella playing footy? Did he ever pull out some old videos of him playing back in his day with the cows, mate, and
Nah, he suspended after time, so he didn't have many videos to pull up. But nah, he's been a big part of my journey growing up playing footy. Like he's always loved it. He's always been around it. Like coached me for probably 4 or 5 years, which was awesome. And he lives and breathes it. So he loves being around it, loves what I'm doing. But yeah, he's been a big part of it.
I had the pleasure to meet the old man a long time ago, mate. He's a great human being, and what he does for footy around the Sunshine Coast, and even now with the Cops, mate, it's really great what he does for footy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I guess because I have known you for a little bit and I've been around you just a little bit, I guess you playing in the middle, being such a small body, has that been a hard kind of a ride for you, mate? Have you had to try to change anything up or anything like that?
Probably when I was about maybe 2 years ago, it was quite hard. There was like that little period where a lot of blokes were a lot bigger than me, sort of thing, where it was quite difficult. And being a young fella, I couldn't get my head around how to, counter attack that sort of the sort of bigger bodies there. But as I've been growing up, when I moved to Melbourne and now being in Sydney, I've had a lot of good mentors show me ways to, be a smaller body in that middle position. And watching a lot of footy, I quite like Dale Finucane. He's someone I watched a lot growing up. Your Cam Murray's, things like that. Watching how they play in the middle is a big influence on how I play my footy. Especially defensively. Attack wise, it's quite good. Being a smaller forward, you pride yourself being fitter, things like that. But defensive wise, yeah, it's just figuring out how to take down those big bodies in the middle sort of thing.
I suppose something that's I've seen, and look, I've never played an NRL game in my life or a rugby league game, but I love the game. But you see a sort of transition now towards more of that smaller, more mobile forward pack anyway. So you see that, especially at the high level, and you're at the Dogs playing flag there, but even in that Dogs pack is always known as to be a smaller pack, like your Kurt Manns, your Bailey Haywoods, those sort of guys. So it's not like it's a bad thing to be smaller and play in the middle these days.
No, 100%. It's all about confidence too, I think. If you're confident in your ability and you can do it, then it makes it a lot easier. That was probably one thing I had to, think about, is just being confident in myself and knowing I can do it. That's probably your biggest part. Once you get that, everything else sort of, falls into place.
I guess talking about your journey, you signed with Melbourne as a young fella, I guess, at 16, and then you headed
15 or 16, I think.
And then you headed down to the Storm after you finished your schooling?
Yeah. So straight after school, had graduation, pretty much.
How was that transition, going from being a country or Sunshine Coast young fella, moving down to the big smoke into Melbourne? How did you handle that, mate? Was that a good transition for you?
It was tough at the start. I won't lie. Moving out of home, when you're straight out of school, I didn't even know how to do my laundry, things like that. It was tough at the start. But I moved down with 2 good mates, Jet Thorpe and Tully McClellan. And we sort of all just rode it together. Like it was like tough, like, you know, cooking, things like that, getting that all started. But, you know, having your mates around is a lot easier. And like as it progressed, like there was a lot of good people there that helped me out too. That sort of had my back, so that was good.
And when you went down there, so were you playing SG ball down there?
Yeah. So I started with SG Ball there.
Yep.
You had a quite big year your first year down there too, mate. Is that correct? Like you end up winning Pro of the Year and you're in that Jersey flag. I mean, in that SG Ball team. Is that correct?
Yeah. So won that in my first year, so that was good. But yeah, no, it was good fun that comp. We didn't go the best that year, but we had a good crew, and yeah, it was just good to be in like a different state, see how they do it, sort of thing, compared to here.
So you had a couple of years down there, and then I guess the opportunity to come up with the Bulldogs, and then you had the venture up into the New South Wales, up into Canterbury. Mate, how was that?
Yeah, it's been good so far. Like it's probably been 4 or 5 months now. I came in round 1, so I did the preseason with Melbourne, and then ended up moving on. But it's been awesome. Like the crew there is awesome. Josh Jackson, the coach, he's good coach. But yeah, it's been great. The boys there are all good, and it's probably been the best move for my footy.
Was it a big change from how Melbourne kind of their setup to the Bulldogs kind of set up, mate? Was there a bit of a change there on how they played footy and what they look for and stuff like that? Was it much of a change there?
The system is a bit different. There's a few different things that change up a bit, but like everyone in Sydney just lives and breathes footy. In Melbourne, it's more AFL sort of thing. Like you could walk down the street, like NRL players could walk down the street and they wouldn't know who they are, sort of thing. But in Sydney, like especially in Belmore, where I'm living, it's everything's footy. Like everyone lives and breathes it there. So I find that quite good, and yeah, that's been good.
You do see like after like the NRL team gets a win, streets of Belmore absolutely pumping. So it's one of the more passionate fan bases, I suppose you could say. And what do you find in like with Josh Jackson? I've heard a lot of stuff about his coaching. He's very in depth in the stuff that he goes through, whether it's video or whatever it is. How do you find him as a coach and sort of things that he's doing in that space?
Yeah, he's a great coach. He's been very big for me. Like when I first moved there, I probably did hours and hours of video a week with him from the start, just to get my head around the new system and things like that. But he's good mentor, and he helps you out, and like always there to, you know, like if you got a question, he's always first there to answer. He's in there 6:30 in the morning till about 8 o'clock at night. So he's he lives and breathes it too. But it's yeah, he's been great.
Just want to go back to the Sunny Coast too. Obviously, that initial pathway, the Storm obviously have that connection with the Falcons, and a few of those boys have gone down. Obviously, Jai's down there now, and a few other boys you were down there. That connection between the Sunshine Coast and the Storm was quite strong. Obviously, you went down there with another couple of boys as well. How did you find playing at the Falcons in that sort of I suppose, did you play Cyril and Mel there?
Yeah, played both of those, yep.
How did you find that competition playing at the Falcons?
Yeah, it was good. I was in that sort of transition period where it turned from under 18s to under 19s, so I got another year of that. So that was good. I quite enjoyed Falcons there. We had Danny Gray as our coach. My old man was helping out at the time. Danny Lambert, Grant Measley, all those guys helping out, but it was good fun. It was good fun, and it was like all my mates I grew up with that I was playing with. So it was a good time to sort of enjoy my footy and just chill out a bit and have a bit of fun. I found when I moved to like Melbourne and that become a bit more serious. I feel like.
Yeah. And in any of those teams, do any of those boys now sign with NRL clubs as well? Obviously, Jai being one, but any others?
Yeah, I played Zach Miragarton, played Cyril with us back in the day, and a lot of school footy with him. He's with the Dolphins, obviously. There's Tully with Storm. Jet is back at the Falcons at the moment, playing a bit of cup. Can't think of anyone else off the top of my head, to be honest. Yeah, Jack Underhill, obviously. Mitch Jennings.
There's a good bunch of young fellas coming through at that time. Eh?
Yeah.
You mentioned one fella there, Jack Underhill. He's obviously playing cup at the Doggies there, so you probably see him a fair bit getting around. He looks like he's potentially due an NRL debut pretty soon, I would like to think, considering the way he's been playing and stuff like that. What's it like? Do you get sort of learn off him as well in the way, because he's obviously in the middle Do you get to sort of pick his brain a bit?
Yeah, I've been good mates with Undies for a little bit. So yeah, we sort of don't talk too much footy, but I see him around the club all the time. He trains a fair bit with the NRL squad, so we don't get to sort of train together too much. But he's been like, I watch his games. I watch a cup every week, so just seeing how him and all those other middles, go about their work. It's quite good to look at, and you sort of see what you need to do to get to that next step. So he's a good one to watch and learn off, definitely.
You've had a game in New South Wales Cup this year too, eh?
Yeah, got one. I was lucky enough to be 18th man, and then got well, unfortunately for him, but I got activated. One of our boys got knocked out, and then I got a good 20 minutes in that second half. So that was good to be a part of.
What was the difference between, say, playing Jersey Flag and New South Wales Cup, mate?
To be honest, there wasn't a massive difference. It was more like the physicality was quite. You could feel the physicality, quite a big difference. Just like bigger bodies, and they're quite good on the ground and very technical with their wrestle work. So that was probably the biggest thing. Was defensively being strong and trying to win your tackles was quite hard compared to Jersey Flegg sometimes. But like the speed of the game and things like that, it's quite the same because there's a lot of boys that fluctuate between both.
Yeah. I guess what's the future hold for you, mate? What's the future hold for Chase?
Well, fingers crossed I'll stay at the Doggies for as long as I can. I love that club, so they've been great to me from the start. So I've got another year of Jersey Flegg there, and then hopefully keep progressing through the ranks if all goes well. But yeah, just keep enjoying my footy and ticking boxes as I go.
Yeah, it's obviously always the dream to play NRL. That's the end goal for all the guys playing, whether it's Flag, Mats, Cup, Mal, whatever that is. And I'm sure that's probably on the cards for you at some point. But what is sort of how much longer this season you got left for in Flag?
I think we got about 5 rounds left. We're sitting at 6 spots, so hopefully string a few wins together and make that top 5 and progress through finals.
Yep. What are the tough teams at in Flag this year?
Toughest one probably at the moment is Melbourne's the team to beat at the moment. We went down to them the other day, lost by a try or two, but it was quite a close match. Could have gone either way, but probably Melbourne and Penrith are your 2 teams, which is like NRL as well.
Yeah, you kind of see that it just flows down from NRL, right? So if they're going well in NRL, typically it sort of flows down, unless obviously a lot of injuries happen. But you find that sort of flow-on effect in Cup down to sort of Flag and all that.
Yeah, 100%. They all train the same. All the systems are the same. Like it all from SG Ball upwards at all those clubs, all their systems are the same. So if they're performing well, I'm sure the younger ones will be too.
Yeah, sure. And so with Mal Meninga, so that's 19s now. SG Ball is 19s in New South Wales. Is that right? Is that the same equivalent?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Did you find the competition-wise to be tougher in New South Wales just because there seems to be more players playing in that sort of competition? Do you find there was much difference between Mal and SG Ball?
Mal, yeah, I found when I went to like Melbourne, it was a lot more physical, and I was in that period where Queensland Colts was getting shut down, so a lot of people were transitioning to Sydney clubs and obviously Melbourne and things like that to try and keep progressing through the ranks so they can play Jersey Flegg, etc. But so I found like that strengthened the comp pretty quickly. So I didn't get a year before that in SG Ball, so I can't really compare it to the year before. But it definitely was a stronger comp because a lot of people were transitioning to those new clubs.
Yeah, nice. What did you think? Do you think that whole Colts competition, was it just like numbers wise? Is that sort of why it shut down, or was there any talk about that?
I'm not 100% sure why that got shut down because it was good, like because it just shows like it has the progression there, and then you can see like where you need to get to, sort of thing, when you're a young fella. But yeah, I'm not too sure why that got canned, to be honest.
Just one other quick thing, I guess, about your footy, Chase, is what do you pride yourself on, mate? Like as a player, and growing up, what do you pride yourself on as a player, and what do you try to achieve?
My biggest thing is just probably like I try to have a good work ethic. So everything I do, I just want to do it 100%. So I pride myself on, trying to work harder than other players. Like I haven't always been the most talented player, so I've always got to work that extra little bit harder, especially being a smaller middle. So I pride myself on my work ethic. Like I always try to outwork people, and just being confident in everything I do. Like I said before, and just like come with a good attitude. Like it's all about, you know, how you react to things. Like if you don't get picked one week, it's not dropping your head sort of thing, cracking the shits and, you know, kicking stones. It's about how you react. Like, right, I've got to go drop down to this grade, so I'm going to try kill it here so I can get myself back in there. Because at the end of the day, it's all about attitude. Like, it's a big thing coaches look for. I've seen.
Yeah, 100%, mate. I agree with you. I think, like, and since I've known you, I think that's one thing I have noticed about you, mate. Your attitude to train is phenomenal. I think the big thing is, like you said, attitude is a big thing, and being coachable as a kid for a coach going up, you know, it just makes it so much more enjoyable.
100%. Yeah.
When players want to actually buy in and learn and have good attitudes, mate.
Yeah.
I think too, like you see a lot of kids getting around or whatever, they might have the most talent, but they don't really apply themselves and they sort of just fall by the wayside. Whereas those kids, whether they've got a lot of talent or got a lot of work ethic, and you combine those two things, that's obviously the recipe, right, to make a great footy player. So, Chase, we'll finish off. We've got a set of 6 here, mate. So we've got 6 questions, and we can just answer these rapid fire however you like. So the first question here, best stadium or ground you've ever played at?
Amy Park's pretty good. And Shark Park. Shark Park was pretty good too. I played there as well. So that was probably my 2 favourites, I reckon.
Lovely. Second one, and be honest here, worst roommate on a footy trip and why?
Oh, God.
Throw 'em under the bus.
Who have I got? I'd have to go probably Stanley Hewen from Melbourne. He's a pain in the ass sometimes. He's probably the worst. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. All right, number 3. Who do you think is someone at your club right now? Like they could be Cup or Flegg. I'll allow. Who do you think is the most underrated player that you know?
Underrated. That's a tough one, eh? Yeah, I think Zach Garton's a good one. Like he works quite hard. He's works quite hard off the field and on the field. He gets a bit of praise, but like I do think he'll be a good one to, you know, get an opportunity in the next few years.
Yeah, perfect. And number 4, now these are a bit more less footy related. If you could win a 3-year supply of anything, what would you choose?
Probably coffee. Get me through my days. I'd save so much money if I got free coffee every day.
Yeah, that's fair. You do the same?
Oh, I love your coffee.
Yeah, I don't drink the stuff, but I can imagine it's nice. If you weren't playing footy, what do you think you'd be doing?
God, I don't know. Like I currently like work part time at a gym as well. Studying my Cert 4, so maybe personal training. I'd probably try fast track that a bit and get into that.
Yeah, lovely. And the last one for our set of 6, what's your go-to movie when you're trying to switch off from footy?
Oh, God.
Or just favourite movie, whatever you like.
Yeah, well, Happy Gilmore 2's coming out today, so I'd be pretty keen to watch that. I love that first one. So.
I'm on the lounge tonight watching that one.
Yeah, that'll be me too.
Lovely. All right, Chase, well, thanks so much for joining us, mate. We really appreciate your time. Obviously, you know, you're training all the time, and we appreciate the 20-odd minutes you give us this morning. So good luck for the rest of the season, and go out and try and beat Jai in the Melbourne Storm, eh?
Yeah, that's it. No, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us, mate. Cheers, eh?
No worries.